All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the first local games coaching sesh. I know this is a long time coming. My bad, guys. Uh, in my own defense, I did get married last month, so I think that's fine. And today is just we'll go around. Everyone will introduce themselves, and we'll probably get a bunch of questions in. So I don't know. Do you guys see the orientation on the right? By the way, on the right side of the screen, what do you guys see?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see everybody.
Okay, cool. So I think maybe we'll start with Ryan. We'll go down to Daniel, down to Nick, and then we'll start go to Brian as well. So Ryan, why don't you kick us off? Give yourself give a quick intro, who you are, what you've done, where you're based, and like your experience in SEO, because you're not a newbie.
No,
Yeah.
of course. No, of course. Hey guys, so my name's Ryan. I'm a 27-year-old entrepreneur from South Wales here in the UK, and I currently run an agency called Providence Web Services. So it's an agency that does website design and SEO mainly. And we've been doing SEO for just shy of 2 years. And currently, with the challenge, thankfully, our MRR is currently sitting at $10,429. And that's just shy, I think we're just 2 months in, something like that. So it's not too bad. But yeah, that's me, short and sweet, nice and simple. And yeah.
Awesome. Daniel?
Yep, I'll keep this quick. Hi everyone, my name is Daniel. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Azerbaijan, and I have a quite experience actually in custom websites for around a year and a half. But I think it has to be like more about SEO. Therefore, I'm trying to sell SEO for my clients for around 6 to 7 months. And right now I have like around 3 or 4 clients who will pay me only after the results. So right now I'm trying to figure everything out, and that's it.
Awesome. John?
Hey, my name's John, 22 years old, based out of Silicon Valley. Been doing SEO for around 2 years now. Joined the advice community around a year ago, and been learning ever since. So far, only have 3 clients who are close family friends with me, working on their SEO and websites, and hopefully gonna get them paid after they see the results soon. So yeah.
Awesome. Which niches are they in? Sorry, actually, no,
Two-
questions later. My bad. Fuck that. Gustavo? Sorry.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
It's going to take forever.
Yeah.
That's
I got you,
why.
man.
My bad.
All
My
right.
bad.
So, what's up, guys? I'm Gustavo. I'm 17 years old, based out here in Miami, originally from Brazil. Currently, I have just one client, family friend, or not family friend. It's actually my cousin's mother, and she has a house cleaning company. Been working on her for a few months. Got her some results. I don't really have much experience. I've built a few websites. This is the only SEO client I have, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Nick?
I'm Nick, and I'm in the New York metro area in New Jersey. I got my start in local SEO. It was my first job in high school back in like 2011. It ages me. I'm 30. I kind of stepped away from it for a long time. Got into e-commerce straight out of college, developed a brand and some
Nice.
led
You
me
cut
full
out?
circle back to
Okay.
local SEO. That SEO, and that's where I found Jackie, and just kind of I'm loving it. I'm eating it up. So I have 2 case study clients right now, in addition to doing stuff for family friends, just to kind of dip my toes into the water. But I imagine I have less experience here than a lot of people, so I'm just kind of soaking it in.
Okay. Awesome. Brian, you're up next.
Hey guys, I'm Brian, based here in Philly. I was a software engineer for about 10 years. My current main business, I sell an IT retainer. I've been getting into SEO over the course of this year because a lot of my clients were asking me to start picking that up for them as well.
Awesome.
Hey guys, my name's Cash. I'm 19. I've been doing SEO for about 2 years now, but I've really been trying to push with the agency for maybe about like 9 months, I would say. I've worked on a few projects. One was for co-working space, and the other was for local locksmiths. And yeah, I've just been pushing with that since then.
Awesome. Ryan?
All right, guys, my name is Ryan. I'm from London. I'm 22 years old. I've got a background in sales. I've been doing that for about 1.5 years now. And I kind of wanted to kind of start something for myself. And I chose local SEO because I know that Jackie has a ton of experience in SEO. And he says that local SEO is the next opportunity. So with my sales skills and with Jackie's expertise, I'm sure we can run it up to 10K, even more.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awesome. Well, hope everyone got a good intro. I'm sure everyone already know each other. But I think it'll be good to just kick off with any questions you guys have about anything. So I think I'll just open up the floor. Maybe we'll do round robin once again, but yeah, and then maybe limited to 1 or 2 questions at a time with like follow-ups from everyone else. So for example, Ryan will bring up a question, I'll answer it, and then I'll open up the floor to any follow-up questions.
Okay, I mean, I may as well start. So obviously, right now, obviously I'm sitting at like a comfortable-ish level, if you will. I mean, it's not bad, right? But what I'm curious about is if I want to scale this now, okay, what sort of channels would you suggest that I go into to try and scale it? Obviously, I'm testing ads right now, but I don't know if ads is the way forward. I don't know if I should just sell results to people, sell like the scarcity side of local of Browser Boost or Browser Blast, sorry, just where do you reckon I should take that next? I'm curious.
It's rough. I probably think best way forward is truly content creation.
Yeah.
Because you guys seen how easy it is for me, at least.
Yeah.
Because I can pick up shit like no tomorrow. Like
yeah.
Give you an example. Browser Blast, dude.
That
the amount
went
I've
to the
sold
moon.
I think I sold like 20 something K in like the last 4 days of just Browser Blast. Because number one, it works, and number two, people love shortcuts, and it's a shortcut. At least my audience. So I think maybe building an audience around local SEO and just giving out free info, I think will be the best for you.
Yeah, I think that's one thing I've got to try and focus on, because I've been doing videos now, every day since like the start of January, I think. So I'm taking a leaf out of your book, you know what I mean? But obviously, I think, maybe trying to focus more on, like you said, the local SEO, giving people like little shortcuts and stuff like that. That's probably where we need to go with it,
Yeah.
So cool. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
what do you guys think? Do you guys have any follow-ups on that?
I mean, that's my main. That's what I'm trying to grow right now. Just I uploaded like 2 YouTube videos last week. I'm just trying to use YouTube to be my main stream of where my clients are going to come from.
Yeah,
but it's going to take a while.
I think one quick thing. Sorry, guys. But one thing that I've seen work really well is Instagram. Like local SEO on Instagram, and then what they do is they use this ManyChat automation where they give you a hook, like, oh, I'll give you the 10 things that you have to do in local SEO, comment local, and I'll send you like a to-do list, and then you get their email, get the contact details. It's like a squeeze page, and then you upsell them afterwards. And I think that works really well because the comments help expand the reach, right? It's similar to on X, how they're like, you'll comment SEO and I'll send you an N8N fucking automation.
Yeah.
I think short form content is probably the play nowadays.
I was going to say the same thing.
Smash out. Yeah.
I want to get your thoughts on something related to this topic that Ryan mentioned. But what do you think of like newsletters? Because like I know YouTube and stuff like that is great for like growing an audience and stuff like that. But at the same time, you don't know who you're going to be reaching. I was thinking like if you was to run ads.
Yo, hold on, real quick. Your mic is like completely fucked. At least for me, it's like I'm like getting cancer from that. Could you like tweak that real quick for me? It's not just me, right?
No,
I hear it too.
No.
Okay. Sorry, Ryan. He said something about newsletter and about like
Oh no, it's still going.
still going. Why don't we go down to Daniel in terms of question follow up?
Yep. So I have one question that's a very, very
Sorry,
simple one, but I have to make
Mhm.
sure if I'm doing everything right. So right now I have like a very, very simple funnel. I have a Facebook ad that has like a form where people insert their information. And after that, I have a button that directs to my website to Calendly link. So they can book actually a call. And I have one issue right now. From around 20 leads, only 5 of them booked a call. How do I can actually convert these people who filled out the form but didn't book a call? What should I do in this case?
I think that's very, very common. You probably have to follow up until they like start swearing at you. How many follow-ups do you send? I think it should be like 4 or 5 follow-ups with like a book a call
Mhm.
reminder 3 times like before the call.
Right now
Because
it's
this
not.
happens to even
Therefore, I
me.
ask.
Sorry?
Right now it's like no follow-ups. Therefore, I ask what I can actually do. So I can
Yeah,
phone
yeah.
call maybe or send like emails.
Yeah, just a bunch of follow-ups, even text them as well. I don't know
Mhm.
if you have like a Zoom number, but you could easily just like text them as well. People love texting in the US. Like, I don't know if you have an iPhone, iMessage is the way. I don't know why the Americans hate it when you WhatsApp them. You just got an iMessage. It's crazy. It's like
Really?
a weird
Weird.
cultural thing. But yeah, try that out. One more thing I'd note is, are you sending looms right now?
I was doing that before, but unfortunately, from around 50 rooms, no one ever even booked a call. That was my issue right now. Therefore,
Curtis.
for now, I try to direct pitch. So I just directly say, hey man, if I could book you around 10 to 15 high ticket jobs from Google Maps, does
Yeah.
that sound actually interesting? Are they
Yeah.
more responsive to this kind of offer?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think they're responsive to your offer, right? Have you tried A/B testing also your looms in like freaking like I don't want to be racist, but like you have like an accent, right? Have you tried A/B
Yeah,
testing with like
that's
an
right.
11 labs like I don't know,
I've not
American
tried
accent shit?
that.
Try that, dude.
Well,
Try that. I
yeah.
swear to God, it'll convert more. I swear to God.
That's crazy.
Dude, it's especially in the what I've noticed is because I used to sell right to towing customers, and bro, in the deep south, they're savages. They're savages there. Like if I turn on my camera and they see I'm Asian, it's over. Like already know I'm not
Oh
closing
my
that
God.
shit. It's savage out there. It's rough, man. But it's only in the south. Like I think most places are pretty chill about that. But yeah, it's just if I get it, then you're definitely getting it, Daniel. You know what I mean? So
I see,
try
but
out
like in
the
this case, there is another
yeah
problem comes up, unfortunately. So let's say I record a room video, they hear United States accent, but on a
yeah
call, they hear my accent.
Just
Do
say it
you
was
see
a
the
female
problem
or
here?
something.
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe you can do like AI avatar, and then it'd be like, "Hi, my team is filled with Americans, and it's just me as the boss on the call." Dude, you could flip the script on them. Don't worry, bro.
Okay, I will try that.
Yeah, try it out. And let us know, because I swear to God it'll work. But yeah. What about you, John? Any questions today?
Yeah, so usually when I'm pitching SEO to blue collar workers like residential homeowners and whatnot, like those kind of businesses, how do I communicate the value besides like leads generated and appointments booked in a proper way? Because whenever I say that, they kind of eye me off. They're like, we hear that all the time. What else can I say alongside like GMB and SEO to really convince them about the value I'm providing to them.
So not leads, not calls.
Yeah,
You want to
because
like
that's
sell them on something, right?
yes.
I mean, and they're not into leads. That's crazy.
No, I mean usually they are, but they hear it like thousands of times, right? When people cold call them, wonder if there's
Mhm.
like another approach to it.
I mean, I think the current meta is like you rank in 90 days guaranteed. I think that offer is being shilled a lot online because I'm fully getting targeted by that. So, have you tried that, like ranking or?
Yeah, I've
And
said it a
that's
couple of
not working?
times. I mean, yeah, got some positive like responses, some follow-ups here and there. It's just that still the trustworthy factor. Maybe I need to actually rank them first, and then they'll see.
Yeah. One thing I tested. Okay, so like if you're just starting out and like maybe your presence isn't very strong online, like if I, for example, if I search John and your last name, not much comes up. But what you could do is what I used to do is with the towing businesses, I would just start sending them leads. You can fake that shit. You can be dialing yourself, and then right before they pick up the phone, it'll go something like, "Oh, this lead is from johnenterprises.com," and then they're put through, and then you just pretend to be a lead, be like, "Yo, I'm looking for plumbing services," or some shit like that, and then you'll be like, "Oh, they'll be more inclined to talk to you." And then yeah, your offer could be like, "I'll just start sending leads to you. All you have to respond is yes." And then you start getting a team of fucking dollars and like, "Yo, I'm
Yeah.
interested in plumbing. Can I get a quote?" Shit like that. Savage. Like, I'm not telling you to commit fraud or anything, but like,
Yeah,
this will work.
It
Low
it
grade,
does sell
low
the
grade
idea though, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, this will work for sure. This will work for sure. But yeah, any follow-up questions on that, like in terms of the offer?
So with the rank and rents I have, since I sell the leads individually, I could do that with actual real leads. So might give that a shot.
Yeah, why not? Only thing to note is the number should have like a whisper. It's called a whisper beforehand. So if you add in the whisper, it's like super good for attribution. So most tools will do that for you. Like, "Oh, this lead is from indexy.com. Press 1 to connect." Shit like that. And it's like the ultimate sales tactic.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Yeah, try it out and let us know. Gustavo, any questions from you?
Yeah, so as far as like starting fake GMBs go, let's say I want to scale out to, like 10, 20 plus. Would that raise any red flags for Google? Like seeing it from the same.
Yeah. Yes. So what you have to do, okay, what I've been learning from the last couple of weeks is with these fake GMB accounts, each one has to be from a different Gmail, right? So you pretty much have to start farming Gmail profiles, which is unbelievably profitable. So if you want to sell that as a service, you guys can probably just like go off and do that. But what you need to do is use one of those like anti-detect browsers, and then each profile will be a different Gmail, and then you're just like leaving reviews all day and night in that respective city. So let's say like profile 1 is like, I don't know, freaking some name, John Wick in LA, and this guy only leaves reviews in LA. Then eventually you get to like level 5 local guide or some shit, and then you can start registering shit in LA, stuff like that, if that makes sense. And then each browser is like a specific account. It's very important, and each one needs a proxy by itself. So that's what I've learned in the last like couple of weeks in terms of purchasing and getting burned by GMB providers. That shit gets banned left and right too. So
Yeah, because I just started like 2 different Google accounts, and I tried opening GMBs on them, and they just immediately got suspended.
yeah, dude, you gotta be like level 10 or some shit.
I'm level 5 on my personal account, and I only have 1 GMB, which is my agency. You think if I try on that account in Miami, it'll work?
You can try 1. I'd try
I'm gonna
1.
try 1.
try one, and it's got to be your home run niche. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
imagine you only have one shot. So pick wisely. And
Got you.
yeah. Try. Level 5 in Miami. I'd guess you'd be able to do it, no problem. But so one thing they do right now, the GMB, what they do is after like 6 or 7 days of registering, they'll call it. So pick up all the calls from that from that number, and if it's Google, they'll be like, "Oh, what time are you guys open?" And then it has to match exactly what the GMB says, or your shit's clap. So
Really?
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
yeah, they
Interesting.
just started doing it, and they restarted doing postcards too. Yeah, I'm deep in this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, test it out and let us
For
know.
sure. Thank you.
Yeah. But I'm not telling people to fake GMBs because that's illegal, and we don't talk about that. So don't
one
do
more
that.
thing about that.
Yeah.
Do you think I can open it up in like 2 GMBs in the same location?
I want to say yes in office buildings, but if it's like buttfuck nowhere and it's like your house, your shit's
No, it's
getting clapped for
because
sure.
I have access to like a commercial property in the middle of North Miami, and I already opened up one for remodeling,
Mhm.
and I was thinking of opening up another one for HVAC. So, because I can record the video and everything in there, I have full access to it.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you have to do, then yeah. But I wouldn't recommend it, especially in the same niche. So if it's like different niche, then it's good. So what happens if you notice? Because I've registered a ton of businesses at the same location before, same niche, and it cannibalizes each other. They'll show one or the other on Google. It's kind of weird, actually. So as long as it's different niches, it's fine.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
struggling with GMB creation too. It's not necessarily fake profiles, like, but some family members are trying to start up a business, and like, I mean, to be real, like they haven't properly registered the business. They're trying to, or I'm trying to, for them, create a GMB like at a residential address, and I can't really go through the video proof of it because like it's their house or their apartment or whatever. There isn't actually any signage other than like boosting up my local guide, which I'm working through. Is there anything else I can do to try?
Besides boosting your local guide, you mean?
That's what I'm trying to get my level up right now. So, and then I guess the
dude, you can get it up in,
to,
you can be like level 10 in a day. Just do like a really long walk.
They don't care if you just blitz it.
Well, yeah, best not, but you're in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Dude, Canada's so easy. Like US,
Okay.
they have it the hardest. Canada's so easy. You could register on like level 3 to 5 and it'll stick too. So I
like
think
I've already
maybe just go
created
for a walk
couple
in
of
Stanley Park
profiles
and then
for 2 different family members, and they've been suspended. Once I get to local guide, do I like delete those and try again from scratch, or?
And if that doesn't work, you probably need to Are they in the Lower Mainland?
No, Ontario.
They're all in Ontario.
Yeah, both of them.
Okay, so sorry, I assumed they were in Vancouver. So the issue is an IP
probably
mismatch
worth
here.
mentioning that I got them to try it themselves, but they're not local guides either, because I think you mentioned previously like IP was not lining up, and that could have been an issue. They had the same experience though. I guess they're not local guides. Maybe getting my local guide level up is not going to help in this case if I'm not in Ontario. Is that fair to assume?
Yeah, but then you gotta, pretty much. What I think what you might run into after your local guide is there's going to be an IP mismatch, and then so
and I'm in the same spot.
Yeah, you could. Here's what I might do. Okay, here's what I would do. This is kind of technical. I don't know how technical you are, but it should be fine. You can get one of those anti-detect browsers, okay, and then buy a proxy, one proxy.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to be a strong one. It doesn't have to be residential. It can be one of those cheap ones. Start a new Google local guide account, and that is only for Ontario. So you are only reviewing shit in Ontario. You become a local 10 guide in Ontario. Ask your family to go for walks, take hella photos, and you upload that on that account.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it's like a local 10 guide in Ontario, and then that's like your silver bullet for everything.
Okay.
Yeah, try
Okay,
that. Try
understand.
that. Try that.
Cool.
Okay.
Actually,
just
I'm gonna be
to
visiting
add on.
Ontario. Sorry, I don't mean to monopolize,
No,
but
you're good.
I'll finish after this. I'm going there in August. Gonna be spending some significant time with family. Can I just start reviewing shit while I'm there, get my level up in the area, and then try to create it?
The issue with
think that
that
would
is
work?
like they already know you're here.
Okay.
But you could open a new one there.
Maybe new?
And you
Yeah.
could-
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll open a new account now. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Excellent.
Just to add on to what Gustavo was saying about the 2 locations. So I opened up a rank and rent in an office building, like not really an office building. It was like executive suites, and it was like 1 floor. And basically it was like a co-working space. I got verified, and there's another person in the same exact niche in that same office building. So I don't think it would be a problem, even the same exact location. But I think it would be the problem with the account. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I outranked them, so that's good as well.
Awesome. Okay. Appreciate it. Nick, you got any questions?
I don't have a ton. Pretty much the one scenario that I'm trying to work out the most is with my service area business in Orange County. Super competitive, and there are like a bunch of different cities within the area. What do you think? I mean, we talked a little bit about this, in DMs, or in the questions chat, but would you segue into local ads, like build out a landing page and start running local ads for like one of the main cities within the county that they want to rank in? I mean, they're a super competitive niche. They're doing really well in the 2 or 3 towns where they are. I got them ranked number 1 pretty quickly, and their calls have gone up, but we want to expand. So we talked a little bit about rank and rent, but that's, a bunch of work to set up. Do you think ads are the low-hanging fruit, or, is it, am I missing something here?
Yeah, definitely ads are always the low-hanging fruit. Are they paying you to do this?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. Good. So you've ranked them. They want to expand. They're already ranking across like that area, right?
And I mean, I want to push the issue because I have a 15% rev share agreement over their historical average month to month. So
okay,
the upside is massive.
Okay. Which niche is it in, if you don't mind me asking? So I know the cost per click.
Window cleaning.
Okay,
roughly.
so it's decent. It's like mid 3 figures, right? Are they in a suburb? So there's houses, or is it like?
Yes, they want to target some of the expensive areas along the coast. Realistically, I mean, so does everyone else, but they'd be happy with other locations as well. So I could go and look through keyword data and go cost per click and just kind of find a happy medium. But I'm open to anything really.
Yeah, I think test out Performance Max for sure. I put out a video about that. People were like debating about it, but I still stand by it. What Performance Max does is it auto bids on competitors' GMBs. So when people are on a competitor's GMB, you can just be like, yo, 10% off today if you call us, shit like that. It's pretty crazy, and it's cheap as fuck. It's like 20 cents per click. So give that a try. And that, or are you like linking their credit card?
You cut out for a second. I think that's on my end.
Oh shit.
What were you saying?
Are you fronting the cash for the PBC, or are they doing it?
I would probably be fronting that, and I can do it. you know, it's not going to be a problem. I just
Mhm.
want to. I mean, I fronted everything so far for
Okay.
you know the trial and the guest posts and stuff like that. I did get a setup, but we went over that a while ago. So I'm
Okay.
not worried about fronting it, as long as you know it's something that's high return. So definitely we'll try out PMax.
PMax. I remember don't use the same landing page as their homepage because
No,
organic
I'd be building
SEO.
something. I'd be building
pages, yeah.
something dedicated, and I'd probably
Yeah.
funnel hack some of the bigger players
Yeah.
in
Yeah, exactly.
the locations they're targeting.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Try that. It's a why not. What other things will work very well is how many reviews does that business have compared to the the rest competitors in the area?
They're about 255 5-star reviews, 5-star rating. They've been around for 30 years. They have reviews on
Okay.
Yelp, Angie, all over the place. They're chilling. The only thing is, I mean, a lot of those reviews are from the same area. You know, this is like the first time anyone's worked on something for them beyond that
Mhm.
scope. So, you know, like if we wanted to land Newport Beach, you know, they don't have a ton of reviews from Newport Beach. They might have a couple,
Yeah.
you know. So that's definitely something I want to work on. But outside of buying reviews, which I guess is, you know, potentially in play, you know, waiting for that to trickle in is not the play.
Yeah. Buying reviews in areas you want to target, it will work, and just ask them to comment shit like window cleaning your next area. I don't know. I forgot where you're based. But yeah. As long as they comment city and niche, you'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, I
Give that a
mean,
try. Yeah.
all their reviews lately, like they have really good rapport with their customers, and it's something that I'm pushing to like the other business that I work with is get people not only to leave you a review, but mention what they did, what they got, and it's been really like I can see a difference in the rankings because I
Mhm.
haven't done much else except for that. So getting them to mention the location is definitely something I'm gonna add.
Okay, sick. All right, awesome. All right, cool. Ethan, any questions?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Yeah, hit me.
So to be honest, my main problem is kind of like I've been getting meetings, right? Like I've been getting a good amount of meetings. I have someone running my cold email for me. I have another person doing cold calls for me. And both of them have been booking like at least 3 or 4 meetings daily. So like I'm pretty busy with meetings. But the thing is, I think they always fall through. Like one of them I literally sent an invoice to. Like he was like super interested. He was about to pay and then he just ghosted me. And that was one, and then another one just no showed. So like if I book 10 meetings, probably like 5 of them no show, 5 of them come up, and then maybe like one will close. But that's usually what I think. But none have been
Dude, that sounds about
closing.
right. It sounds about right.
Yeah,
That's
usually,
normal.
right? But
Yeah.
I think in the past 2 weeks, I've talked to maybe 40 people in meetings, and none of them have came through. Like I had one guy about to close, ghosted. I had another guy about to close, ghosted as well. So that's kind of like what I'm confused about. And then I have 3 people that I'm doing rank and pays for. And then one of the guys that I'm doing rank and pays for, he doesn't even have access to his own website. So I can't really do anything on the website aspect. So that's kind of fucked. What else? Oh, the other guy I've been doing, like he's been ranking well, like he ranked better, as well as the other guy that didn't change his website, but both of them haven't been getting more calls. They've actually been getting less calls, but they're ranking better. So it's confusing. Basically, both of them say like they're not really going to pay me since they don't see results. So I just said like, okay, look, let's try and get more reviews because both of them weren't really getting reviews. So I told them like, they're both going to give me like $100 budget to get them reviews. So that's what I'm going to do. And hopefully they can rank better. But the rankings are better. They're just not getting calls. So that's a little. So
what
that's
do you
the
have access to your
thing.
GMB first of all? There's a couple
Yeah,
questions there,
yeah.
but let's
Yeah,
dissect
yeah.
that. You have access to their GMB.
Yeah.
You can
I
see how
did,
many calls they have.
Yeah, and it
So
went
they're
lower.
not lying. They went lower.
Yeah,
okay.
they're not lying.
Despite rankings going higher. Probably most of the time it's like seasonality, because that doesn't even make sense, right?
Yeah, that's
probably
what I was saying.
Yeah, probably seasonality. Less people. I don't know what niches they're in, but I would probably say that. If they're worried about your in terms of your close rate, 40 to no client sounds not good. I think when you said 50% no show, that sounds about right. And then if you close 10%, that's like pretty good. I think 5% close rate from leads is pretty solid. So if you do 100 calls, you should have at least 5 clients who are interested and you're billing. So you might have to tweak your pitch. What how are you pitching them? What are you saying, and do you have like a deck that you're presenting, or what's the pitch?
Yeah, so I kind of worked on the deck a little bit more. The thing is, I think where I'm kind of split at is everywhere that I get my, like, every different strategy that I get my leads from, it's all kind of like a different like process, right? So like if I get them from meta ads, first I have to follow, like I'm kind of running the same thing as Daniel, where like they put the lead form and then they book a call, and then the ones that don't book a call, I basically call them before, and I basically like say like, let's get on a call, let's work on a strategy, and like I can see like basically we do 3 things: Google ads, Facebook ads, and local SEO, and then whichever works for you. Because when I was first running it for just local SEO, most of these people that submitted didn't have locations, and I feel like it was kind of harder to convince someone to buy a location rather than convince them to do Facebook ads. So I kind of switched it up a little bit. So that's meta ads. With cold calling, they basically get on a meeting. So cold calling has like had the highest closing rate for me. That's all my clients are from cold calling. And cold emailing, I send the looms, right? And then I follow up with them after. But usually once they get on like that call, right, the actual call, I present them, like I tell them what I do, and then I basically show them like a strategy of like what I saw in their business. I run through a couple of things like what they could do better themselves, and what we would do moving forward, and then I present them a price.
I think if your close rate is low, you have to tweak something in there. It's hard to audit it. Maybe you can remove some details and then send us like what you're showing, and then maybe give us your exact pitch on like maybe record it, and then we can dissect it together. We can do it behind closed doors in the chat or some shit like that. Because that close rate is pretty
horrendous.
Yeah, that's actually pretty bad, because you already pre-qualified them, right? For example, the cold call, you have a setter and then you're the closer. So that close rate is like appalling. So there's something, I think something's wrong. Either like
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with no shows. No shows I'm used to. I'm cool with no shows.
Normal.
But the thing is, it's weird because like when I first started, because I've been doing this for a long time, and like I started off with the ads, and when it's pretty easy for me to close an ads client. But when I first started doing local SEO, I closed my first client 1 week into local SEO, and like I got a lot of no shows. But once the guy was ready to pay, like once they were interested, they were interested. But like now it's like I'm getting them ready to pay, and then they're just like ghosting for some reason. So that's a little confusing for me.
One thing at least the high ticket closers do is they make motherfuckers like pay on the phone. They make them take out their credit card. It's like, yo, I'll walk you through the payment process right now. And then you close no matter what. Like it's either they never talk to you again, or they close on the phone. So pretty much you force them, or you drop the price until they're paying in front of you.
Yeah. Like, what about getting them to sign contracts and stuff? Would that not work? Because that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been getting them into contracts and then getting them to pay after the fact. Would that not work? Or is that like a different approach?
So, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I kind of, it depends. Because if I'm doing like revenue share, of course they're going to sign a contract. But usually I just been using the invoice as a contract kind of.
Right, okay.
Like usually once I send the invoice out, they know what they're paying for. And like I used to have an issue where like people didn't know exactly what they're paying for. I'd just be like, yeah, I'm doing you local SEO. You're going to rank better. But like now I've been showing them deliverables, like exactly what I'm going to do. I thought that was going to help. But See, like
You show so
honestly.
you say you're showing deliverables, and not to hijack this, I just want to interject really quick. But are you
Yeah.
making it real for them? Like, are you tailoring what the downstream effect of those deliverables is going to actually mean to their specific business or their niche?
Yeah. So I kind of wanted to be like super transparent about it, and like I'll even like for some clients that are like worried, like they've been burned by agencies before and stuff like that. Like I'll even go out and like look at how many leads are coming through their Google Business Profile, and like I'll project, quote unquote, how much they're going to get in the next couple months on their return on their investment. Basically, if they spend this much, they're gonna basically get back that much. Projected. Obviously, it's estimated, but I thought that would help as well. Not really. So yeah, it's kind of confusing.
Yeah, I think maybe I think best way forward here, because like we haven't seen your pitch yet. Maybe record one, give us your exact like doc that you use, and I'm sure you're gonna be torn to pieces. But
yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but I think that's great, right? It's a good learning experience for everyone. So try that.
Yeah.
And then we can
That's
all
exactly
audit
what
it
I'm
together.
looking for, honestly. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. All
I
right.
think,
and then just I had one more question. So I'm working with this guy for car transportation, right? And I started off building him a website. I built him out the website, and he had this like very good Google Business Profile, and it got suspended. He was getting a ton of leads from it, and it got suspended because he had a home address. But so my question is, do you think it would be better to focus on like opening up local SEO locations across like states, or do you think it would be better to do like global SEO, like on a national scale for a transportation service?
Transportation service should
Like
probably
meaning
be
they truck cars.
Yeah. They're moving like cars and shit, right?
Yeah.
That would probably be like organic SEO play. I know a lot of people in moving, so they go like move cars from X to Y. Those would be like the type of keywords. That would work 100%. So that would probably be a play for organic. Browser blast would work right now. I don't know when that shit's gonna get clapped. Tried that shit. It's going crazy. So one thing you guys can test is offering a guarantee, and in terms of organic rankings, because all these keywords are stupid easy, like local keywords. So you know how I did Physio East Vancouver for movement room? You could do the equivalent. Say I'll rank you organically, top 3, and you don't pay until you rank, and then you just do a browser blast, and it's gonna rank right away. Get them on the phone and fucking close them.
No, I for sure have this guy in the bag just because he's a family friend. Like he's been wanting to do this for a long time, and I started working on his location in Washington, but then it got suspended. And so his idea was kind of
I
like,
think you're cutting out. Is it just me?
Can you hear me now? My Wi-Fi is pretty shit, so it's probably
I think
me.
it's just you. I heard him clear.
Yeah, I heard him clear as well.
Hit him fine.
Okay.
Am I good now?
Yeah, you're good. Sorry, that's me.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I was working on his location in Washington, and like he told me like 90, like he was even running ads, and his Google Business Profile was getting more leads than the ads, and he was spending a lot of money on ads. So like I'm thinking, and by the way, like if you search up car transportation in Miami, even like there's like the #1 ranker doesn't even have 1 review, so like it's super easy. So like he was saying, like let's try and open a location in Miami, like kind of like a quote unquote lead generation type thing. Like I was thinking of reaching out to like a realtor and getting a location like that. Do you think that's worth it to do, or just go for the organic?
I think that's worth it. Have you?
Yeah.
Was that method shared in here or in Advise? I forgot. But someone was saying how someone's typing. I'm gonna have to fucking.
Sorry.
Yeah. One thing that was shared was people are just approaching realtors and they're just paying them like $100 to $200, and you have like your literal logo on a sign. You attach it on a fucking wall, and you just get that registered.
I'll literally show you what I had. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
This fucking
But like
sign right
these are
here?
places currently up for rent, and you're just like temporarily
exactly.
putting a sign there.
This sign right here, this works.
No way that works. That's fucking disgusting,
No,
dude.
On my mom's
trust me. It works.
my
Trust me.
mom's place, it
Trust me.
It works.
One time
It's
I did it even
unbelievable.
without a sign for my
Yeah.
remodeling
Literally.
rank and rent. I just showed the place and it worked.
I took a picture of this on a door, right, and said it was an office, and they took it. So it works. Trust me, it works.
You don't
It's
even need
mad.
a realtor then. You just pull up at an office building, just follow someone in, and you just take some photos, dude.
That's very true. The only thing I'd say is they also really like to see like a website on a computer or something. I don't know why. It helps. Like I got suspended off one, and then I sent them a video of me logging into my website, and that worked. So I don't know. It's confusing. But
okay.
Yeah. So my
Then do
sister's
that.
a realtor.
Fuck me, yeah.
Yeah, my sister's a realtor, and I asked her if she could find me anyone, and she kind of said that the only reason tenants, like realtors, might not like it is because if for example you get like a bad review or like some shit, a tenant might come to the office, or like sorry, not a tenant, a customer might come to the office, and then the tenant will be like, "What the fuck," or mail might be sent there. So that's the only thing that my sister said you can kind of worry about. That's the only thing.
Or just make
but
up
other than
a
that,
unit. No, you can make up a suite number.
yeah. So
That
that's
doesn't
what
exist.
I was thinking as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I think I'm
Not
gonna
that
do.
I'm encouraging that, by the way. I don't condone any of this. But it'll definitely work. Okay, cool. Keeping time in check. I want to make sure everyone's questions get answered. Cash, I don't think we spoke yet. So, do you have any questions for us today?
My wife has been playing up, but from what I've been hearing, everything that I would have asked has kind of been answered, if I'm being honest. And
yeah,
just with what I've been doing, I don't think I've been doing enough to really understand what I'm doing wrong yet. Because of the emails I'm sending, it's just not on a high enough scale to see where I might be lacking. But I've changed my offer quite recently. I sent like 200 emails, I think, last week, but I didn't get no responses, and I had a very low open rate. But just this week alone, I think with today and yesterday, I think I've had not a lot, but 50 emails sent, but I've had like a 79% open rate, which is I didn't get that last week when I sent to 200. So I feel like I'm on a better path, but like I said, I don't think I have enough yet to really know where I need help.
Yeah.
What to do, but just yet. But with all the actual SEO stuff, most of them answered. The questions have been answered. Sorry.
Okay. I mean, low key, you might have to like start dialing, dude. That might work for you, and you just or start walking in. You said you can't walk in, right? Because you're out of business hours sometimes. Is that still the case?
Nah, not anymore. Not anymore. I should be. I could definitely start walking in. But most of the leads I have, they're not all in London, or they're not in South London where I am.
Yeah, I mean, just try it out. I think maybe because Ryan's also in London, maybe we can pull him up and ask him what he thinks, because he's having some success with closing the performance side. But yeah, let's see what he has to say. Ryan, you got any questions for us? Any insights for Cash?
I mean, all of my closes have been literally all I've done is literally cold calling. I've not done walk-ins at all. Literally, all I've done is cold calls. Though I have to disclaim that all of my closes, all my clients that I'm working with at the moment are free trials, and so essentially, there's literally like no risk for them. So they have no reason to essentially ghost you, right? Now, I've not tried to close someone up front, telling them, let's start a partnership, just transfer me like, I don't know, $500. I've not tried that at all because I've not generated anyone results as of yet. But as soon as I do get results for my current client, I probably will start doing that. And then see how that impacts my close rate. At the moment right now, all I'm doing is cold calling and offering free trials essentially. So I think that if you was to do that, run like 100 dials every single day, which is what I'm pretty much doing. I'm doing about like 50 to 100 dials. You're going to at least find someone that is interested if you offer a free trial. That's what I'm doing at the moment. And then hopefully when I start getting some results, going to start actually charging.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah, sorry, Jeff. Quickly, quick question. I've been trying I guess you can call it like partnership. So, like I was saying in the group chat before, I'm reaching out to the e-com fulfillment centers. I heard that they can be quite good for quite decent and large clients, but also with PPC and web design agencies. A lot of them do already run SEO, but when I'm calling them, it's kind of, or emailing, I'm not getting responses, or it's kind of like they're brushing. They're just brushing me, and I don't know if it's my script. I'm going there and I tell them I'm not looking for money or anything. I say it's a cold call, but I am getting put to a lot of receptionists. But when I am getting put through to people that can actually move the needle, I'm not able to get a hold of anything. I'm not sure if there's any advice you have for that.
Oh, that's probably a offer issue. You gotta, yeah, your offer's not good enough. It's got to be, I think, in our space, local SEO is savage, so it's got to be a guarantee. It's got to be a guarantee or money back, because you're against people in like from cheaper places, so they're able to just offer guarantees, and then they're just smashing out volume. So you probably have to match that, and then you could do either a organic or a local guarantee. You'll just be like, if any keyword lands in the front page of Google, you have to start paying me, shit like that. And you know what most agencies do, right? When I show you guys the Facebook ads that guarantee your rankings in 90 days or your money back, those guys, the key people who have been through the funnel, the keywords are disgusting. It's like best fucking Chinese SEO in Vancouver, BC. Like, it's like the longest tail keyword that has 0 search volume. So you just pick one of those stupid keywords and you'll probably close them. Not saying you should do that, because that's like not completely ethical, but you could probably close like that. You know what I mean? Like, you could just pick best nail salon, South London, freaking I don't know, some suburb, and just stretch out that long tail, and you'll probably crush it.
Okay, cool, sweet, thank you.
Yeah, of course. All right. I mean, 52 minutes. That's way over than I thought. I only allocated 30 minutes, if I'm being honest, but I think this is good. And we'll close it here. If you guys have any follow-ups, I'm sure the chat's already blowing up, so you guys can probably just follow up in the chat. But appreciate you guys for all tuning in. For the people watching, the 24, there'll be a couple hundred people watching this for sure.
And Jackie,
hopefully we didn't incriminate ourselves.
What's the direction for the challenge now that Ryan's hit 10K? Where are we going from here? What's the? Do you have any ideas?
You've all got
to destroy us.
Yeah, we might have to kick Ryan, and then the rest of us just keep going. I think we'll keep carrying on until the season ends, which is like an absolute date. I want to try to get all of you guys at least on the board. That's like my personal goal. At least some revenue. That's the goal. If nothing, then we probably have to revisit like offers, tweaking our offers until someone's able to close. But I think, yeah, just keep on trucking is the answer.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because why not, right? I mean, there's value to be had. We will be probably charging for the next vintage, but you guys are good. Don't worry. But for the next vintage, we'll be charged, and then we'll bring more people on. We do have a course that's coming out that will be available for you guys. So I'm just going to incorporate all your questions into the course, and it'll be focused on probably ranking, because it seems like you guys are strong with getting the leads, but maybe closing might be the issue, or closing and the ranking part might be the issue. So the course will be available for you guys free of charge, and I'll be tweaking that. So pretty much what I'm saying is you guys are the guinea pig. We're going to be billing for this in the future, and we'll be tweaking everything based off of your feedback. So everyone wins here. So it'd be
my issue is the ranking part, but I'm probably gonna follow up with it in the chat.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Yeah. Sounds good. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hopping on, and I'll just chat in the group chat.
Good day, everybody.
Thanks, man.